PulseChain being over, I'm gonna refresh. 517 mil. 517 mil, man. What do you, is this a good chart? Is that chart look okay?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a couple things. So one, like if you look at the eternal proxy storage, it's like that's where all the funds that go in. So Hex is the largest one. There's about 26 million Hex in there. So, I mean, I guess out of 500 million, that's only what, 5%. But so asset prices generally rising helps increase that. And so, between Hex, the wrapped ETH, and then wrapped Bitcoin, there's like that kind of helps grow. So when those prices are going up, then the effective value of the bridge goes up. And then so from there, so there's 20 out of that one on DeFi Llama must include like the DeFi stuff, right? Like that must.
It's got all the protocols. It's got liquid loans, PHUX,
Okay, so does it like? Is there a set? I think there's a setting in there about like double counting. Like if you scroll up, some type of thing where you can toggle between whether or not it will double. Maybe it's not on that part of DeFi, but yeah. So I mean, but regardless, what that number suggests is that.
Oh yeah, double count.
Yeah. So
you want me to click double count?
What does that question mark say?
Include TVL protocols, which TVL feeds into another protocol.
Click that. See what it says. I don't know.
Interesting.
Okay, so not much change, it appears.
Yeah.
Yeah, it may not be fully. My camera keeps going out.
Yeah, it barely changed when I clicked that. Huh.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, overall, I think that, I mean, the sacrifice funds that went in, that's a big part of it. And then just, I think that was a big show of confidence for people who may have bridged out before, where, they're like, okay, now it's go time. And I mean, look at that chart. It looks like if you take that as like some type of index about, the value of the PulseChain ecosystem, you kind of see, it had a big decrease and then it bottomed out and then it kind of undid that. So I think those are the signs that people with big money are looking for. And I think, every day that goes by, the Hex and PulseChain ecosystem just becomes more and more legitimate. It's like by now it's clear that Hex itself isn't a scam. Like it's weathered the storm. And if you just ignore how high it went, because it went shockingly high, it went too high. If you ignore how high it went in 2021, it's on an awesome long-term uptrend. So, especially when you consider the combined price. So I think that just every day that goes by, more and more people are kind of open to the idea. And, every day, especially now that there's signs of life in the crypto ecosystem, every day there are new people coming in, and those people are totally unencumbered by prior thoughts about Hex or PulseChain or Richard Hart. And I think that when those people see just all the good stuff that's happening on PulseChain and just like the category of user that's over there, where there's people that like, it's almost like every new thing that comes out in crypto, you see it on PulseChain right away and produced in a very high quality way. It's like you saw it with like the inscriptions. There's quickly that inscriptions thing, and not all of them, because there's a lot of other stuff that's not, but a lot of the big use cases of on Ethereum exist on PulseChain in a pretty sizable way. And the users it's like a good blend of people who have really high risk tolerance, also pretty sensitive to like security considerations, and are willing to try and experiment with new things. And so I think that that's like a good the making of something good there. And so I think that PulseChain's in a good position for a new wave of users entering crypto where they don't know anything about it. And so I think that things are looking good.
Looking primed, you may say. Shout out to Trevor Sarver. Everything looks primed. Bridge fees are coming back. Charts is juicy. Millions bridging from Ethereum. Seeing tons of new faces. I've noticed the new faces. I've noticed people tweeting, replying, engaging that I've never seen before. And they barely seem like they're either new Hexkins or Pulsekins, or they're just saying nice things. Like it's so weird to see a nice engagement from someone from a different community. It's very strange, and I like it. What else do you think? So the bridge fee thing, what's your speculation on that? Like, why is that? Why are they turned off? And like, why is that? If that is a part of a strategy for bringing people in, or for a next move or something, what do you think? Why do you think he even tweeted about it? Like, oh, the bridge fees are about to go back on.
I don't know. I mean, just his choice. Like it's I think that maybe he's feeling a little bit less restrained on speaking openly about stuff, and maybe it is to kind of drive some FOMO. I think the fee on that bridge, I think it's a revenue piece, like of all things to capitalize on, like for operations and stuff. The bridge is probably what makes the most sense. I think a fee-free bridge is a good value proposition, but I think that of all things to actually draw and like realize revenue from, probably that bridge is the best one, as opposed to like selling tokens or it like I think that that it kind of makes sense.